Hej och välkommen tillbaka till kanalen. Idag är det vecka 50 och vi ska fortsätta läsa i femte Mosebok kapitel 26 till 29, vers 9. Veckans läsning har jag översatt till när du kommer in. Och den kommer handla lite om tionde och välsignelser från laglydnad och förbannelser om man överträder lagen. Och som vi brukar göra innan vi hoppar in, så varför gör vi det här? Psalm 19. The law of Yahweh is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of Yah is sure, making wise the simple. Making the simple wise. The statutes of Yahweh are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandment of Yahweh is pure, enlightening the eyes. The fear of Yahweh is clean, enduring forever. The judgment of Yahweh are true and righteous altogether. More to be desired are they than gold, yea, than much fine gold. Sweeter also than honey and the honeycomb. Moreover, by them your servant is warned, and in keeping them there is great reward. Så jag stannar lite redan. Vi har läst den här många gånger, men fundera på om du har hört att lagen inte gäller längre, att vi inte behöver följa vissa saker. Stämmer inte det här då heller? Psalmerna, psalm 19, psalm 119. Allt som står där, att om vi håller oss till det så får vi en stor rikedom, great reward. Men vi hoppar in i femte Mosebok kapitel 26. And it shall be when you come into the land which Yahweh your Elohim is giving you as an inheritance, and you possess it and dwell in it, that you shall take some of the first of the produce of the ground, which you shall bring from your land, that Yahweh your Elohim is given you, and put it in a basket, and go to the place where Yahweh your Elohim chooses to make his name abide. And you shall go to the one who is priest in those days, and say to him, I declare today that Yahweh your Elohim, that I have come to the country which Yahweh swore to our fathers to give us. Then the priest shall take the basket out of the hand and set it down before the altar of Yahweh your Elohim. And you shall answer and say before Yahweh your Elohim, My father was a Syrian, eller Aramea står det också, en översättning. About to perish, and he went down to Egypt and dwelt there, few in number, and there he became a nation, great, mighty and populous. Och det här är ju från början av Jakobs, eller vad säger man? I slutet av Jakobs tid då. Det känner ni ju till. Jakob och sönerna bodde ju kvar i landet här, medan Josef försvann ner till Egypten där. But the Egyptians mistreated us, afflicted us, and laid hard bondage on us. Then we cried out to Yahweh, Elohim of our fathers. Och det här har jag tryckt på också, att vi som hans folk, jag tror vi befinner oss i ett typ av slaveri från spirituella Egypten, utspridda i nationerna. Och för att få en förändring så tror jag vi behöver cry out, klaga, vara bedrövade över situationen och inte tycka att allting är en välsignelse. Systemet och det vi håller på med är en välsignelse. Utan jag tror det här är nyckelbiten för att han ska lyssna på oss. Vi vill inte vara kvar i Egypten. Men vi vet ju att många av hans folk, när de kom ut i öknen, ville tillbaka till Egypten. Then we cried out to Yahweh, our Elohim of our fathers, and Yahweh heard our voice and looked on our affliction and our labor and our oppression. So Yahweh brought us out of Egypt with a mighty hand and with an outstretched arm, with great terror and with signs and wonders. He has brought us to this place and has given us this land, a land flowing with milk and honey. And now, behold, I have brought the first fruits of the land, which you, O Yahweh, have given me. Then you shall set it before Yahweh your Elohim, and worship before Yahweh your Elohim. So you shall rejoice in every good thing which Yahweh your Elohim has given you and your household, you and the Levite and the stranger who is among you. Så ett och samma regelverk för alla personer inom nationen. When you have finished laying aside all of the tithe of your increase in the third year, the year of tithing, and have given it to the Levite, the stranger, the fatherless and the widow, so that they may eat within your gates and be filled. Och det här läste vi om förra veckan, tror jag det var. Hur man skulle lägga undan då. Spara undan. Then you shall say before Yahweh your Elohim, I have removed the holy tithe from my house, and also have given them to the Levite, the stranger, the fatherless, and the widow, according to all your commandments, which you have commanded me. I have not transgressed your commandment, nor have I forgotten them. Hur noga har vi varit här? Ska vi inte vara noga med det här? Vi har ju ingen prästerskap, ingen tempeltjänst. Prästerskapet har tagits över av Jehusha. Men man kan fundera på såna här saker. Och återigen, som vi har pratat om, vi befinner oss inte som majoritet, som en nation, ett enat folk i honom. Men det kanske är önskvärt att komma hit. I have not eaten any of it when in mourning, nor have I removed any of it for an unclean use, nor given any of it for the dead. I have obeyed the voice of Yahweh my Elohim, and have done according to all you have commanded me. Look down from your holy habitation from heaven and bless your people Israel. Your people Israel. And the land which you have given us, just as you swore to our fathers, a land flowing with milk and honey. This day Yahweh your Elohim commands you to observe these statutes and judgment. Therefore you shall be careful to observe them with all your heart and with all your soul. Och det här är ju påbud som upprepas, att vi ska vara careful to observe. Inte slarva, inte glömma bort, utan vi ska komma ihåg och utföra dem. Today you have proclaimed Yahweh to be your Elohim, and that you will walk in his way and keep his statutes, his commandments and his judgment, and that you will obey his voice. Also today Yahweh has proclaimed you to be his special people. Och Petrus pratar ju om det här, andra Petrusbrevet och så vidare. Paulus pratar ju också om det i apostlagärningarna och så vidare. Just as he promised you that you should keep all his commandments, and that he will set you high above all nations which he has made, in praise, in name, and in honor, and that you may be a holy people to Yahweh your Elohim, just as he has spoken. Kapitel 27. Now Moses, with the elders of Israel, commanded the people, saying, Keep all the commandments which I command you today. Alltså hur många gånger har vi inte fått det här upprepat? And it shall be on the day when you cross over the Jordan to the land which Yahweh your Elohim has given you, that you shall set up for yourself large stones, and whitewash them with lime. You shall write on them all the words of this law, when you have crossed over, that you may enter the land which Yahweh your Elohim is given you, a land flowing with milk and honey, just as Yahweh Elohim of your fathers promised you. Therefore it shall be, when you have crossed over the Jordan, that on Mount Ebal you shall set up these stones, which I command you today, and you shall whitewash them with lime. And there you shall build an altar to Yahweh your Elohim, an altar of stones. You shall not use an iron tool on them. Ett stenaltare. Vi jämförs med levande stenar. Vi är byggstenar i hans nation, i hans nya Jerusalem. Ohuggna stenar som inte är formade efter någonting. You shall build with whole stones the altar of Yahweh your Elohim, and offer burnt offering on it to Yahweh your Elohim. You shall offer peace offerings, and shall eat there, and shall rejoice before Yahweh your Elohim. Det här är Guds tjänst. Frambära vår kropp som ett offer, som Paulus säger. Lov, prisa, äta, rejoice. And you shall write very plainly on the stones all the words of this law. Then Moses and the priest, the Levites, spoke to all Israel, saying, Take heed and listen, O Israel. This day you have become the people of Yahweh your Elohim. Therefore you shall obey the voice of Yahweh your Elohim, and observe his commandments and his statutes which I command you today. Så här alltså, this day you have become the people of Yahweh your Elohim. And Moses commanded the people on the same day, saying, These shall stand on Mount Gerizim to bless the people when you have crossed over the Jordan: Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Joseph, and Benjamin. And these shall stand on Mount Ebal to curse: Reuben, Gad, Asher, Zebulun, Dan, and Naphtali. And the Levites shall speak with a loud voice, and say to all men of Israel, Cursed is the one who makes a carved or molded image, an abomination to Yahweh, the work of the hand of a craftsman, and set it up in secret. Och vi har ju flera gånger också talat om att det kan, alltså vi ska ju inte göra det här i fysisk bemärkelse, men jag tror också det har en bredare innebörd av att man tillber idoler, statyer, pokaler, världens sätt att leva och följa och influeras och tillbe det. And all the people shall answer and say, Amen. Amen. Cursed is the one who treats his father or his mother with contempt. And all the people shall say, Amen. Cursed is the one who moves his neighbor's landmark. And all the people shall say, Amen. Cursed is the one who makes the blind to wander off the road. En blind ska inte leda någon. En blind ska inte leda en blind. Från the road, eller the way kanske. All the people shall say Amen. Cursed is the one who perverts the justice due to the stranger, the fatherless and the widow. And all the people shall say Amen. Cursed is the one who lies with his father's wife, because he has uncovered his father's bed. And all the people shall say Amen. Cursed is the one who lies with any kind of animal, and all the people shall say Amen. Cursed is the one who lies with his sister, the daughter of his father, or the daughter of his mother, and all the people shall say Amen. Cursed is the one who lies with his mother-in-law, and all the people shall say Amen. Cursed is the one who attacks his neighbor secretly, and all the people shall say Amen. Cursed is the one who takes a bribe to slay an innocent person, and all the people shall say Amen. Cursed is the one who does not confirm all these words of this law by observing them. Aj, vi kommer inte undan med men jag kanske inte gör den här, jag kanske inte gör den här. Och kom ihåg de här, Jahusha skärper ju lagen. Du ska inte ens tänka såna här tankar i ditt hjärta. För då gör du, eller om du hatar din broder så har du begått mord. Men sista, cursed is the one who does not confirm all these words of this law by observing them. And all the people shall say Amen. Så här är det verkställt. Kapitel 28. Now it shall come to pass, if you diligently obey the voice of Yahweh your Elohim, to observe carefully all his commandments, which I command you today, that Yahweh your Elohim will set you high above all nations on the earth, and all these blessings shall come upon you and overtake you. Välsignelserna ska överta dig. Because you obey the voice of Yahweh your Elohim. Blessed shall you be in the city, and blessed shall you be in the country. Blessed shall be the fruits of your body, the produce of your ground, and the increase of your herds, the increase of your cattle, and the offspring of your flocks. Blessed shall be your basket and your kneading bowl. Blessed shall you be when you come in, and blessed shall you be when you go out. Yahweh will cause your enemies to rise against you, to be defeated before your face. They shall come out against you one way and flee before you 7 ways. Yahweh will command the blessing on you in your storehouse and in all to which you set your hand, and he will bless you in the land which Yahweh your Elohim is given you. Och är det någon som vågar prova det här? Jag tänker, vi har ju hört i kyrkan, säkert många av er också, att med tiondet, testa och ge tiondet, då kommer Gud öppna förrådshusen med välsignelse över dig. Men det är det enda man får höra. Ge pengar till oss så får du välsignelse. Men vi har ju läst här nu flera gånger att vi ska hålla hans lag och hålla hans bud och stadgar. Så det är inte bara en del. Och tiondet hörde ju också till tempeltjänsten. Ja. Yahweh will establish you as a holy people to himself, just as he has sworn to you, if you keep the commandments of Yahweh your Elohim and walk in his ways. Then all the people of the earth shall see that you are called by the name of Yahweh, and they shall be afraid of you. Och är det Johannes som säger att om vi tror på honom, Jehusha, ordet, så är vi också skyldiga att vandra så som han vandrade. Och han vandrar ju enligt lagen. And Yahweh will grant you plenty of goods in the fruit of your body, in the increase of your livestock, and in the produce of your ground, in the land of which Yahweh swore to your fathers to give you. Yahweh will open to you his good treasure and heavens to give you the rain in your land in its season, and to bless all the work of your hand. You shall lend to many nations, but you shall not borrow. Nu har jag inte de bibelstyckena här, men också det här med att han skickar rain in its seasons. Hans lära ska falla också som regn. Och det här att om man, som psalm 1 säger, man mediterar över hans ord, så kommer man bära frukt i rätt säsong. Så det här, jag tror inte det här behöver betyda att du får fysiskt regn under en viss dag, månad, vecka och så vidare. Utan jag tror du får hans ord, du får kunskap. Det är han som ger det när det behövs. När han vet. Han kommer ge det. Han kommer välsigna med insikt, kunskap. Och ja, vi kommer prata lite, eller jag kommer nämna lite, för det står ju här att om du gör det här så kommer du få välsignelser in the fruit of your body. Att du kommer få barn till exempel. Och det här är ett område som många har problem med. Och man kanske tänker liksom att ja, men då är man kan inte se det svart och vitt, tänker jag. Att ja, men den här personen, de här får inga barn, så de är förbannade. Rakt upp och ner, och så är det. Utan vissa saker kan vara prövning också. Det är samma med sjukdom och smärta. Att vissa har inte fördel av att bli friska, utan de kanske ska testas och prövas. De kanske behöver gå igenom vissa saker. Så det ena behöver inte betyda det andra. Om man inte har det här eller så vidare. Om man är sjuk eller har någonting, så behöver inte det betyda att vad har den där personen gjort för illa liksom. Men ja, jag vill bara lägga med det. And Yahweh will make you the head and not the tail. You shall be above only and not beneath. If you heed the commandments of Yahweh your Elohim. Och det var kravet då. Which I command you today. And are careful to observe them. So you shall not turn aside from any of the words which I command you this day, to the right or the left, to go after other Elohims to serve them. But it shall come to pass, if you do not observe the voice of Yahweh your Elohim, to observe carefully all his commandments and his statutes which I command you today, that all these curses will come upon you and overtake you. Cursed shall you be in the city, and cursed shall you be in the country. Cursed shall be your basket and your kneading bowl. Cursed shall be the fruit of your body and the produce of your land, the increase of your cattle and the offspring of your flocks. Cursed shall you be when you come in, and cursed shall you be when you go out. Så motsatt effekt. Yahweh will send on you cursing, confusion, and rebuke in all that you set your hand to do, until you are destroyed, and until you perish quickly, because of the wickedness of your doing, in which you have forsaken me. vi har ju pratat lite om att om man inte följer buden så skulle man dö eller gå under, bli destroyed och så vidare. Och jag tänker att det kanske inte alltid behöver ske så heller att man fysiskt dör, utan man talar ju ofta om att kyrkan kan ju nämna då också då att, som exempel, att om man inte är frälst så är man egentligen död. Man blir levande först då. Men man är ju inte död fysiskt. Så att jag tänker att när att man blir destroyed och perish quickly, att man bryts ner. Helt enkelt. Yahweh will make the plague cling to you until he has consumed you from the land which you are going to possess. Yahweh will strike you with consumption, with fever, with inflammation, with severe burning fever, with the sword, with scorching, and with mildew. They shall pursue you until you perish. Och också då att om man har någon sjukdom, så behöver det inte alltid vara att personen har gjort någonting fel. För vi har profeten Elisha. Nu hade jag uppe svenska här. Profeten Elisha. I andra konungaboken 13. När Elisha låg sjuk i den sjukdom som han dog av. Så Elisha var sjuk. Trots att han levde rätt, så hade han en sjukdom han inte blev av med. Så det ena behöver inte alltid betyda det andra. And your heavens which are over your head shall become bronze, and the earth which is under you shall be iron. Yahweh will change the rain of your land to powder and dust. From the heaven it shall come down on you until you are destroyed. Yahweh will cause you to be defeated before your enemies. You shall go out one way against them and flee 7 ways before them. And you shall become troublesome to all kingdoms of the earth. You shall become troublesome to all the kingdoms of the earth. Your carcasses shall be food for all the birds of the air and the beasts of the earth, and no one shall frighten them away. Yahweh will strike you with the boils of Egypt, with tumors, with scab, and with the itch, from which you cannot be healed. Yahweh will strike you with the madness and blindness and confusion of heart. Så det här vill man inte råka ut. Alltså jag tänker, om man går ifrån hans lära, så hur ska man komma tillbaka till hans lära om man befinner sig i det här läget? And you shall grope at noonday as a blind man gropes in darkness. You shall not prosper in your ways. You shall be only oppressed and plundered continually, and no one shall save you. You shall betroth a wife, but another man shall lie with her. And you shall build a house, but you shall not dwell in it. You shall plant a vineyard, but shall not gather its grapes. Your ox shall be slaughtered before your eyes, but you shall not eat of it. Your donkey shall be violently taken away from before you, and shall not be restored to you. Your sheep shall be given to your enemies, and you shall have no one to rescue them. Your sons and your daughters shall be given to another people, and your eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all day long, and there shall be no strength in your hand. A nation whom you have not known shall eat the fruit of your land and the produce of your labor, and you shall be only oppressed and crushed continually. So you shall be driven mad because of the sight which your eyes see. Yahweh will strike you in the knees. Så det är inte alltid att man är ansatt av den onde när någonting dåligt sker. Utan ordet är tydligt att det är oftast Yahweh. Det är han som styr, det är han som bestämmer. Det är inte någon annan som bestämmer, utan han dikterar. Yahweh will strike you in the knees and on the legs with severe boils which cannot be healed, and from the sole of your foot to the top of your head. Yahweh will bring you and the king whom you set over you to a nation which neither you nor your father have known, and there you shall serve other Elohims, wood and stone. Och det är det här jag menar. Är det inte det här vi befinner oss? Hans nation, hans folk. Vi befinner oss i andra nationer där det är andra kungar och ledare som bestämmer, och där vi tjänar deras gudar och deras system, vad det än må vara, hur de än ser ut, om det är teknik eller sten eller ja, ni förstår. And you shall become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations where Yahweh will drive you. You shall carry much seed out of the field, but gather little in, for the locust shall consume it. You shall plant vineyards and tend them, but you shall neither drink of the wine nor gather the grapes, for the worm shall eat them. You shall have olive trees throughout all your territory, but you shall not anoint yourself with the oil, for your olive shall drop off. You shall beget sons and daughters, but they shall not be yours. Känner vi igen det här? Är det något, har vi något idag som försöker även om det inte rycks ur våra händer, så måste vi ge bort dem mer eller mindre till olika system. For they shall go into captivity. Locusts shall consume all your trees and the produce of your land. The alien who is among you shall rise higher and higher above you, and you shall come down lower and lower. Och vi får ju göra en... Vi ska ju ödmjuka oss, men vi skulle ju höjas. Alltså vi skulle vara nationen över alla andra nationer, men inte i högmod. Så det är inte det här det talas om. He shall lend to you, but you shall not lend to him. He shall be the head, and you shall be the tail. Och det där tycker jag stämmer in. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon you and pursue and overtake you until you are destroyed, because you did not obey the voice of Yahweh your Elohim to keep his commandment and his statutes which he commanded you. Och om vi befinner oss här och inte har gjort det här och fortsätter att inte göra det, tror du vi kan hamna i confusion och vanföreställningar om det ena efter det andra. Rädsla, världen styr oss med järnhand genom rädsla och så vidare. And they shall be upon you for a sign and a wonder, and you and your descendants forever. Because you did not serve Yahweh your Elohim with joy and gladness of heart. Många kanske vill... Man tycker ju att hans ord är jobbiga. Måste jag göra det där? Jag vill ju hellre fira den här högtiden istället. måste jag hålla mig till det här? Då får jag ju inte göra någonting annat. Då måste jag ju sluta med saker. You did not serve Yahweh your Elohim with joy and gladness of heart for the abundance of everything. Therefore you shall serve your enemies, whom Yahweh will send against you, in hunger, in thirst, in nakedness, and in need of everything. And he will put a yoke of iron on your neck until he has destroyed you. Yahweh will bring a nation against you far from afar, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flies. A nation whose language you will not understand, a nation of fierce countenance, which does not respect the elderly, nor show favor to the young. And they shall eat the increase of your livestock and the produce of your land until you are destroyed. They shall not leave you grain, or new wine, or oil, or the increase of your cattle, or the offspring of your flocks, until they have destroyed you. Vem var det som skulle göra det här? Just det. Yahweh will bring. They shall besiege you at all your gates until your high and fortified walls, in which you trust, come down throughout all your land. And they shall besiege you at all your gates throughout all your land, which Yahweh your Elohim is given you. Så vi ser ju allt som de andra nationerna, de wicked nations har ju gjort felaktiga saker. Och deras murar och allting faller när det rättfärdiga folket kommer in. Och slutar det rättfärdiga folket att lyda, så händer samma sak mot dem. You shall eat the fruit of your own body, the flesh of your sons and your daughters, whom Yahweh your Elohim has given you. Och det här kanske men det här händer ju inte. Men vi har vissa farmakias och sprutor som pushas i form av vax. Och det är tillverkat på just det här. Och vi har sånt här i matindustrin faktiskt. Det finns, jag kommer inte ihåg, HEK 263 eller 265. Det här förekommer helt enkelt. Det här finns i matprodukter. För vi har inte kontroll på, vi måste gå och köpa vår mat. Vi måste, så bara så ni vet, det här finns i maten. In the siege and desperate strait in which your enemy shall distress you. The sensitive and very refined man among you will be hostile toward his brother, toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the rest of his children whom he leaves behind, so that he will not give any of them the flesh of his children whom he will eat, because he has nothing left in the siege and desperate strait in which your enemy shall distress you at all your gates. The tender and delicate woman among you, who would not venture to set the sole of her foot on the ground because of her delicateness and sensitivity, will refuse to the husband of her bosom and to her son and her daughter. Her placenta, which comes out from between her feet, and her children whom she bears, for she will eat them secretly for lack of everything in the siege and desperate strait in which your enemy shall distress you at all your gates. If you do not carefully observe all the words of this law that are written in this book, that you may fear this glorious and awesome name, Yahweh your Elohim. Jag undrar man har ju översatt det här. Hur det står. YHVH kanske. Then Yahweh will bring upon you and your descendants extraordinary plagues, great and prolonged plagues, and serious and prolonged sickness. Moreover, he will bring back on you all the diseases of Egypt, of which you were afraid, and they shall cling on to you. Also every sickness and every plague which is not written in this book of the law will Yahweh bring upon you until you are destroyed. Så Yahweh som gör det. You shall be left few in number, whereas you were as the stars of heaven in multitude, because you would not obey the voice of Yahweh your Elohim. And it shall be that just as Yahweh rejoiced over you to do you good and multiply you, so Yahweh will rejoice over you to destroy you and bring you to nothing, and you shall be plucked off from off the land which you go to possess. Then Yahweh will scatter you among all peoples, from one end of the earth to the other, and there you shall serve other Elohims, which neither you nor your fathers have known, wood and stone. And among those nations you shall find no rest, nor shall the sole of your foot have a resting place, but Yahweh your Elohim will give you a trembling heart, failing eyes, and anguish of soul. Och avtar det här i samhället bland hans folk, eller tilltar det här? Your life shall hang in doubt before you. You shall fear day and night, and have no assurance of life. In the morning you shall say, Oh, that it were evening. And at evening you shall say, Oh, that it were morning. Because of the fear which terrifies your heart, and because of the sight which your eyes see. And Yahweh will take you back to Egypt in ships, by the way of which I said to you, You shall never see it again. And there you shall be offered for sale to your enemies as male and female slaves, but no one will buy you. Ja, inte så roliga saker att läsa, men jag tror de är sanna, och jag tror att de har utspelats och fortfarande kan utspelas. Kapitel 29. These are the words of the covenant which Yahweh commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel in the land of Moab, besides the covenant which he made with them in Horeb. Så här får de ett nytt, eller ett renewed. Så vi brukar prata om, eller det talas ju om nya förbundet. Som att det bara fanns ett, och så kom det nya med Jesus då, som tog bort allt det här. Kort så kanske kyrkan lär den. Men vi ser här att förbundet förnyas flera gånger innan Jesus då. Now Moses called all Israel and said to them, You have seen all that Yahweh did before your eyes in the land of Egypt, to Pharaoh and to all his servants and to all his land, the great trials which your eyes have seen, the signs and those great wonders. Yet Yahweh has not given you a heart to perceive, the eyes to see, and ears to hear, to this very day. And I have led you 40 years in the wilderness. Your clothes have not worn out on you, and your sandals have not worn out on your feet. You have not eaten bread, nor have you drunk wine or similar drinks, that you may know that I am Yahweh your Elohim. And when you came to this place, Shihon, king of Heshbon, and Og, king of Bashan, came out against us to battle, and we conquered them. We took their land, and gave it as an inheritance to the Reubenites and the Gadites, and to half the tribe of Manasseh. Therefore, keep the word of this covenant, and do them, that you may prosper in all that you do. Och det var sista vi skulle läsa. Men en intressant detalj här. Yet Yahweh has not given you a heart to perceive, and eyes to see, and ears to hear. Och han ska ju skriva, han ska ge oss ett nytt hjärta och skriva sin lag på våra hjärtan. Och det gör han med den helige ande. Den helige andes uppgift kommer göra det här. Så den kommer inte ta bort hans lag när vi får del av den helige ande. Och är det Paulus som nämner att folket i öknen, de fick höra ordet, men det mixades inte med tro. Så, ja. Ja, det var veckans läsning. Jag hoppas den har varit till välsignelse, även om det var mycket om dom och förbannelse egentligen. Mycket detaljer om vad som kommer ske när man inte håller hans ord. Men som sagt, jag hoppas det har varit till välsignelse, att ni har sett något. Och ja, det återstår 4 veckor. Jag kommer slå ihop de 2, så det blir 2 läsningar till. Så ja. Tills dess så får jag önska er shalom, så ses vi då.